January 17th, 2011. This is polling you, number 28, for our advanced members. Welcome, this is Michael at BridgeHands, and we're going to take a look at a couple of the hands from Barbara Seagram's book, Bridge, 25 Ways to Compete in the Bidding. We went over them in part 2 of the lesson, and this time we're going to take a look at a couple revisiting some advanced concepts on balancing seat actions and the requirements to have good partnership agreements. So on hand number 3, we talked about East opening 1 heart, and this was our holding in South. Ace of hearts, King of spades, King of diamonds makes 10, and another 3 for the King of clubs, 13. It's an okay hand. I like this, has primary honors, and the diamonds are working nicely with the king. But from a losing trick count perspective, recall that we don't count anything beyond the first 3 cards in the suit, and aces, kings, and queens are not losers. So we have 2 losers in hearts, another 2 in spades is 4, another 2 in diamonds, 6, and 1 in clubs, 7. It's an average opening hand. It's fine. But since we have a doubleton club, we cannot do a takeout double unless we're playing equal level conversion doubles. And very few people that I see at the tables play that. But if you are familiar, you can search it on Google and you'll come to probably my write-up here on equal level conversion doubles. Normally, when an overcaller makes a takeout doubler, the doubler promises 3 or more cards in the unbid suits. However, when the partnership agree to play ELCD, the doubler is allowed to have shortness in clubs, provided the overcalling doubler has 5 diamonds. Well, looking at our hand, sorry, we don't have that either. Although it is a good 4-card suit, it's not a great 4-card suit. So still can't make that bid. So we would pass with this hand, and we can see that there would be a response by West, and they would get off into the auction. But let's say that there wasn't 6 points by the West hand. Let's say we had a little bit more with North. Okay, how about if we take away the ace of clubs and give a club back to West? So in this situation, it would be 1 heart, pass, pass, and North has 5 points in clubs, another 3 in diamonds, makes 8, ace of spades makes 12, and it certainly would be a nice hand to go ahead and bid 2 clubs. Recall, though, in the balancing seat is that partner has to sometimes hustle. And there's this concept called borrowing a king from the partner when you're in the pass out or balancing seat. So your partner may be a couple points light, may be borrowing a king from partner in the second seat, since the person in the fourth seat is allowed to have some latitude to keep the auction going. So let's show a minimal hand over here. Let's take away the queen of diamonds. So here we have a 10-pointer now. I would say in the pass-out seat, it's still a legitimate action to borrow a virtual king from partner and say, okay, it's like I'm 13 points when I'm borrowing a king in the pass-out seat. I'm going to make a call. I'm going to bid 2 clubs. Let's say for some reason that East did not bid. South now. I would not get too excited because your partner may have borrowed a king. I wouldn't automatically go 3 no trump or 5 clubs or some other venturous auction. We have to be a little bit cautious. We do want to keep the auction open because our partner in the pass-out seat may have been light or may have been a full hand. We don't really know for sure at this point. So we need some methods to check that out. And one is to Q-bid the opponent's suit. If we happen to have a good club suit, we could go ahead and bid 2 hearts, the opponent's suit. Lacking that, we could go ahead and bid ourselves. We might bid 2 spades. Certainly, our partner at this point knows we don't have 5 spades, or we would have overcalled 1 heart with 1 spade. And maybe we would find a 4-4 if our partner had 5 clubs and 4 spades. But sometimes in these competitive auctions, we need to have a little jiu-jitsu, a little kung fu, a little taekwondo, some form of martial arts to keep the auction alive and to explore for game where it's possible, and yet not punish our partner who may be just using a little bit of heroics to keep the auction alive. Similar then, in the fourth seat, it may be a balancing seat double without extra points. It may be borrowing a king there also. Let's look at that auction. Let's adjust the clubs down a little bit, maybe give a king over here, and maybe take away a diamond also. I will also have that jack go away. So we've got 11 points here. Ace, king of spades, ace of clubs, 2.5 quick tricks, not a bad hand. So it would go, let's say, 1 heart, pass, pass. This would be a fine time for a double. And most people wouldn't have a problem with this holding. Let's go ahead and switch the ace of clubs and king of clubs. Now then, we've only got 10 points for the north hand in the pass-out seat. I would say fine still. Borrow the king from the partner and go ahead and open it as a takeout double. When this happens, and it comes back around to south, do not count all your points. Partner may be borrowing that king, so don't be so quick to leave in a double or to go to 3 no trump. I hope you see the point when sometimes we have to pass some of these hands and partner has to cooperate in the balancing seat. We need to have a little bit of understanding with thoughtful partner who's doing the best they can to keep the auction alive so that it doesn't sell out. Okay? Before moving on, I did want to focus a little bit on the east hand. We're going to go ahead and modify a couple cards. So let's go ahead and take away a... We hope our non-members are enjoying the show, and here's a couple more minutes to conclude the program. There are no absolutes. If we were to look at Mike Lawrence's book on balancing seat doubles, he would say with 18 points or more, do the type 2 double. If it happens to be a lot of Ducat players, they would do it with 17. Some would show 16 points or more, a good 16. And to be sure, if you happen to have a losing trick count hand where you've only got about 5 losers with a 2-suitor, that's a little bit different. But just talking about the normal distribution hands, there are no absolutes on these. There are only partnership agreements. So get some handshakes with your partner on these. Talk about these balancing seat auctions. And this even goes to things such as when you play 1 no trump in the balancing seat. How many points is that? Is it 15 or 17? Do we borrow a king? If we do we do a double and then bid 1 no trump? Does our partner, who's a passed hand, will they know this? Perhaps they play some advanced methods or would like to learn some. You might even want to play something like the range Enquiry Stayman. Yes, search that one on Google and you'll come to BridgeHands and you'll find that after partner overcalls 1 no trump in the pass-out seat, the partner of the balancer may use 2 club Stayman bid to inquire about the point range of the 1 no trump over. So not just whether it happens to be a 4-card major, but there are some methods that can be played. I'm not suggesting you play a lot of advanced methods. What I am suggesting is work with your partner, get the handshakes, think about these type 2 doubles. Think about whether you want to use equal level conversion doubles and some more advanced methods when you're ready for it, and I think it'll improve your bridge game. After all, it is all about partnership agreements, isn't it? Okay, I hope you enjoyed this advanced lesson. We covered some interesting twists on the game beyond the basic vanilla of using a takeout double. So, if you'd like, please go ahead and put some comments over at BridgeHands. We'll look forward to commenting on those. And in the interim, have a great day playing bridge. Bye now.